Good morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Hey, we're at the alfalfa field. One of our alfalfa fields. So we've just driven over here. I'm leaving today, as I said in my video yesterday, so we had to park the truck here so Arnie can get back home because this property is on a different road. But this is alfalfa clover grass mix, and when I say clover, I mean white clover, not red clover. 'Cause they say you're not supposed to give red clover to sheep because it causes them not to cycle as well for breeding. And here's the rows. It's a really, really good catch. This is a new seeding. And this is what sheep love the most. This is what you want to feed to sheep that are lactating, or sheep like about 6 weeks before lambing. This is the prime feed. And they totally love it. And it's funny because if they're grazing in the field and there's a piece of alfalfa in the field, they won't eat it. But if it's dried and put in bale form, they eat it like candy. So it definitely has to have a different flavor, whether it's wet or dry. But that's what Arnie's going to be doing today. When I come home, there's going to be a million bales in the yard. So today's releasing of the ewes is a very slow affair compared to usual. Today is the hottest day of the year so far that we've had. So as the heat goes up, they're like we are. Your motivation to move around and do stuff goes down. But they're heading out. It's much cooler actually in the field because there's a bit more breeze and a bit more space between the animals. So we'll wait till they all come out and push them to the back of the field. Usually this is a 2-second procedure. Come on, you guys. Some of them are debating, is it worth it? Is it worth that long walk? Come on, you guys, you can do it. Look at them all. I'll go push them out. Most of them are out. Kind of behind the others. Go catch up. Go on. Go catch up that way. That way. There you go. Okay, Ben, that's enough. Good boy. Good job. There you go. Hurry up. Silly girls. So yesterday Arnie was not able to bale the hay while I was away because it's so thick here and heavy that it wouldn't dry down well enough for him to rake it. When it's too heavy, the rake can't pull it up into the rows. So he left it overnight and raked it this morning, and now he's baling it. So you'll see that this hay, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks a lot darker than the other hay we did previously, and that's because this is alfalfa with a lot of clover in it as well. So they're darker leaved, and and they are much harder to dry down, so they'll look darker because they have more moisture in them. But you can see that Arnie's driving a lot slower today because he doesn't want his baler to get bunged up. This is heavier hay, you have to be more careful and just drive a little slower because the hay is really tall too under the tractor, and these balers can plug, and the last thing we need right now is to have a breakdown. So it's easy going, and I imagine today will be a lot slower going as well, and tomorrow's supposed to be rain day. So it's midday now, and this is quite a big field, and he's done this little portion, but there is a lot to go. And the seagulls have managed to find him again too. He's gonna come over and talk. So I guess the half of the field over there he's gonna do tomorrow morning, and he's just gonna concentrate on this half today. He wants to finish baling it and then bring all these home and wrap them, so this half of the field will be done today completely. He's not liking that the bales are a little wetter than normal, but we are under the gun because of rain coming in. They'd be fine for wrapping, but the reason we don't like them too wet, the number one reason is that he's rolling them out in the feeders, and if they are wet, too wet, they are extremely heavy, and then he can't push them. It's not a spring chicken anymore. But otherwise, it's an extremely good catch, and this is alfalfa, so this is our premium hay. And this farm is not on the same road as our farmhouse is. This is a road over from us. We own 2 properties on this road, this field and another field over there that we were supposed to plant soybeans on but didn't. And we're thinking about, for the first time, putting winter wheat in. So those fields that didn't get the soybeans because they have nothing on them, in I think August or maybe September, you can plant wheat and it overwinters and you harvest it around this time next year. So we've never done that before, but we're thinking, you know, the land's there, why not give it a try? But this is what the field would have looked like before he cut it down. This tall grass, which is over my head, is reed canary. Sheep hate that. And then we got all types of red clovers and white clovers. And these things are, I think they're wild peas or something. That's actually really nutritious feed as well. But it smells extremely nice right here from the pollen. So that is what the dry grass hay looks like. And this is what the wet alfalfa bales look like. This is our first 2 loads back home. I think he said that half of the field he got 170 bales. And so he's got to bring quite a few more loads back. And it takes a long time just because he's got to travel so far on the road. But he's stacking them up in preparation for wrapping. Yeah, see, when I stick my hand in there, I can feel the moisture. So these are going to be heavy bales. And of course, that humming you hear in the background is the air on the corn again, making sure that it doesn't heat up, because the corn in silos can also mold. Getting your feed off the fields is one thing, and then keeping it from molding is yet another thing. So Arnie's got to use the lamb paddock for a turnaround point right now. Here's some of the girls. Oh, honey, hi. So the other farm is probably about 5 kilometers from here, which is like 2.5 miles.
There's a few sheep in the field there, lambs.
Okay, I'll get them in.
Not today.
Okay, he opened the gate but left a few lambs out there. We didn't think any lambs would be out because it's a scorcher today, and usually they don't even want to go out when it's this hot. So let's see where they are. Oh, they're way back there. I'll just leave them there. They'll be fine. Even if they come out in the yard, they can just wander around. I'm gonna go. I was working on some ram lambs. These lambs don't let me trim them. Today we have sheep all over the place. So this is the dry ewe barn beside me. This is the paddock where the hill is that the sheep play on in nicer weather. And the scratch post is here. This is usually just where they sit down and relax in the shade, because there's no grazing to be had in here, although she hasn't figured that out. She'll get every last morsel. The gate is open for the coyote paddock back there so that the little Dorsets can go out, but they're all inside except for 3. I see 3 went out. And I always tell people that one sheep is extremely lonely and is not going to do well. 2 is a couple, but 3 is a flock. And they tend not to be comfortable unless there's at least 3 together. And those guys just proved it, because there's 3 of them. I always wanted to find proof of that theory. Guys, it's not cooler under there. Then we got some who think maybe the chute would be a cooler spot. Then we got a smart one who says by the cement and the water is the cool spot. So I was working on my little triplet here this morning. Hi, buddy. You're looking pretty good. Pretty good. Do you want me to finish you off? Do you want me to finish you off, sweetheart? So these guys did come out of the field and they discovered the alfalfa right away. So I'm going to chase them back. Come on, you guys. Back to your paddock. Katie. Katie. Maybe they'll go in now. See if they'll go in the doorway. Katie, back a little. Katie, not too close. Okay, this will be the challenge because now more came out. Katie? Okay, it's not dinner time. It's not dinner time. Now, can you get through there? I think you're a little too tubby. Come on. Now, is that smart? Come on. Come on. Okay, now she's stuck. Turn around. You're just being ridiculous now. You're being ridiculous. You're too tubby. Hunchy, you should know better. You too, go on. Tonight you can come out and eat that. Katie, come on, later. I know it's tasty stuff, but does it look like you need any more? One. Katie? We just have one sheep in the whole flock that looks like a Texel. And it's this guy. Hi. So he had a bit of wool on his head and he wanted it trimmed because everyone else was getting a trim. So he trimmed his head so that he would look just like a Texel now because he's got Dorset in him. Half Dorset. But he's very proud now. Yes, you're very proud. Texels are faces only mothers can love. You're very nice. We might take some more of his wool off. And the pile is growing. And way in the distance, the sheep have come out into the field again. So I don't usually cook, bake, make pies, whatever. But Arnie's been busy today, so I'm gonna put a quiche in the oven because the neighbors gave us a whole bunch of farm fresh eggs, so I thought I better use them up. And we'll go see when he wants to break. He just pulled into the yard. So we just pulled up with another load of hay. I think he does 24 bales per wagon. And we do have to wrap this hay because it's wet, and alfalfa in general is extremely hard to dry because of the thick leaves it has and the thick stalks and stuff. It's a really hard hay to make dry bales unless you have really, really hot weather for a good long time, because it's going to have to sit quite a while to dry it down. So most people don't even risk it. They put it in a silo or a pit or in wrap bales. That way you guarantee that it will make it. And the way to tell if your alfalfa is ready to be cut is that it will form little purple flowers. They say that when it's in the flower stage, that's when you're supposed to cut it. You can cut it before the flowers appear, and it will be a little richer in nutrients. But if you cut it every time before the flower appears, it doesn't give the plant an opportunity to put some of the nutrients back into itself. So they tell you can cut 1 or 2 cuts off before the flowers appear, but you should definitely let your last cut of the year flower first, because when it's in the flower stage, it's actually putting nutrients back into its roots to survive the winter. So you really should do flowers bloom and then they're gone, like it's past the flower stage, then you're gonna have the problem of it being over ready. And what will happen then is when you cut it and it starts to dry down, all the leaves will fall off and all the nutrients are in the leaves. So you definitely don't want to do that if at all possible. But sometimes, you know, with farming, you can't help it and you do the best you can. But it's better to cut it before the flowers than after. Does it sound like we live in a factory? Tractor running, skid steer running, corn dryer running. So much for the quiet country life. That's one wagon done. I'll get back in the yard, it'll be wrapping. It's 6 o'clock at night. That's how long this is taking. So when I was out there earlier, it was noon. Well, just before noon, I think. Starting to get dark, so I think Arnie's got one more load for tonight to pick up. The hay is all ready to the ram paddock and it's going all the way up the yard. So I'm gonna lock all the sheep up tonight. So I gotta go around and make sure everybody's in and safe. Looks like these guys are all in, but they've seen me, so they're all gonna wanna come back out. So I gotta hurry so that they don't run out here. No, you guys. No, it's bedtime, boo-boos. Hi. Hi, I see you all. You look lovely. Hi. We haven't seen you guys for a while. This is the big boys and the fall lambs. Hi. How you doing? Hi, and I heard Scotty in here too. Hello, how you doing, bud? Hi, hi. Hi, you guys look so nice. All nice and sheared off, looking handsome. I can see you. You don't need to paw at me. I can see you're there. Yeah, I do. Yeah, and you're so lovely. Oh, Jethro, you are an angel. My goodness, you're large. Hi. Hi. You guys are all really nice, but I have to go lock everyone up so they're safe. Yeah, you guys they love the willow branch, the willow leaves. That's yummy, isn't it? Hi. Oh, glad. Hi. Haven't seen you for a while. Okay, and I see you too. I do, but I can only spend so much time with you guys. Hi, Scotty. Scotty is hinting that he needs some food in here, so we'll feed him first. Scotty, are you hungry? Come on then. There you go. There. We'll feed Tom too while we're here. Okay, we'll follow the bales back to the other barn. Boy, does this smell like fresh hay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't tell him to go up there, but he's following along on top of the bales. Okay, let's get the Dorset lambs in first, since that's the coyote field, and it looks like they might all be in already. Three, we're still out here, so we'll scoot them back. Go on, you guys, back to the barn. It's way past your bedtime. Time to go in. It's getting a little dark in here. Hi. Hi. Hi, you guys. Hi. Hi. I see you. You guys look very pretty. Now I'm going to lock the ewes up. It's pretty dark, so you can't see. But I'm pretty sure they're already in. Who else is out here? Oh, a couple more down the alleyway. Hi! Hi, how you doing? Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Angel. Yeah, you're a sweetheart. How come you still out here? You are a silly girl. All the sheep are put away. And I guess Ernie's back and is wrapping hay. So as wrapping continues on into the night, we'll call that a day. But I hope you'll join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.